Pokemon fans have wanted voice acting in their games for a long time now. Other recent big Nintendo games like Breath of the Wild got around to including voice acting a while ago, but Game Freak still hasn't caught up yet. Proponents of voice acting in Pokemon games argue that it adds to the immersion of the moment, specifically in the cutscenes, which is fair. Scarlet and Violet had a couple emotional moments, like all of Arven's stuff, that did feel a bit awkward without voices, just subtitles and footstep noises. This has been an issue in past games too, like Arcanine scene in Legends Arceus, and it's true that scenes would probably be more impactful with voice acting. So I wouldn't say I'm 100% opposed to having voice acting in Pokemon games, but I'm really hesitant about it. Let me explain. Voice acting is a very fine art. Nailing the right voice for a character takes a lot of work, so naturally, like any other art, the majority of people who have given it a try probably suck. If I tried voice acting, I probably would do a terrible job too. Maybe you even find my regular voice painful to listen to, who knows? But that's exactly the problem. Who knows if a voice is annoying to listen to? Video game companies lately haven't been doing a good job of doing quality control over their games before putting them out to the public. If Game Freak can't even make sure their game isn't broken before releasing it, how could they make sure that the voices for all their characters in 8 different spoken languages all sound good? Sure, this problem could be remedied a bit if the executives actually gave enough time and resources to make a polished game, but 1, who knows if that's ever gonna happen, and 2, that wouldn't entirely fix the issue. You see, voice-acted characters often have their voices exaggerated to put emphasis on their personality. This doesn't really happen for most people in real life though, which is why it's called voice acting. If you followed the marketing for Scarlet and Violet before they came out, you probably remember this piece of art.
それでは発表なんじゃこの相棒は何者なんだゲームイエーイ
My god, I hope no parents that weren't big fans of Pokemon had to sit through that with their kids. I don't speak Japanese, but I'm pretty sure no one talks like that actually. Yes, I know Iona is supposed to be an over-enthusiastic internet personality, but there is a reason most people don't like those kinds of influences. Yes, I know Iona is supposed to be a caricature that pokes fun at those kinds of people, but that doesn't change the fact that that voice is annoying and cringy as hell. Just imagine how bad it would have sounded dubbed into English. So I 100% mean no disrespect to Iona's voice actor in that video, or any voice actor I mentioned in this video. Like I said, it's a fine art, and Iona's voice actor did an excellent job portraying her extremely annoying personality. Iona probably isn't a great example though, so I'll use Breath of the Wild's version of Zelda instead.
Link, you are our final hope. The fate of Hyrule rests with you.
Though her voice definitely isn't as much of an ear-sore as Iona's, it's still not great to a lot of people, including me, which is why I'm not too fond of the idea of voice acting in Pokemon games. With so many different languages to dub into, it's inevitable that a very large amount of people will not be fond of the voices for some of the more vibrant characters. How about an example from a Pokemon side game? Pokemon Masters has included voice acting for their characters, and although I don't play the game, so I can't really be the judge of all of them, the voices for the characters featured in the recent Pokemon Direct were, interesting.
I want to be as strong as Lee. No, I'm going to be even stronger.
Yeah. Also, listening to the Japanese version of his voice, it sounds pretty good. But then again, I don't know the language, so I'm not sure if his voice would be more annoying to Japanese players. I've also listened to some of the fan dubs that fans have made to see what SV could have been like with voice acting, and Nomona in particular sounds not great. It makes sense given her over-enthusiastic character, but she's in too many cutscenes in the game for it to not ruin them. This highlights my problem. It's hard to get voice acting to sound good, but that's the case for everything, right? Everything in video games is subjective, so no matter what you do, a lot of people aren't gonna like it, and that's fine. But I'm scared that just a few bad voices would ruin all the cutscenes for me. Voice acting is supposed to make things more immersive, but a bad voice would ruin the immersion more than no voice at all. That's the problem. Again, I mean absolutely no disrespect to the art of voice acting. Adding VAs to a Pokemon game would probably be a good thing, but only if we're given the option to turn it off. And we all know how much Game Freak hates giving us options. So yeah, the title was kinda clickbaity, but hopefully you still enjoyed the video. Make sure to like that like button, or dislike if you think my opinion is completely invalid and trash, which, I'm sure a lot of people will. And make sure to subscribe if you want to see more of my bad opinions. Also, if you're new here, I just started a Pokemon Black randomizer series, so please go watch that. It's good, and I enjoy making it, and the next episode will be out soon, I promise. So, yeah, see you in the next video.